Every single second that ticks by, wild hogs cause about $79 in damage right here in America. That might not sound like much at first glance, but think about it. That equals 2 hours of backbreaking labor for the average working American. It's a truly shocking number when you look at the big picture. For years, the government and everyday folks have been fighting tooth and nail to reduce this wild hog devastation, but almost all of those large-scale efforts seem to be stuck in the mud. But would you believe it? Somewhere out there, a few folks are wiping out entire sounders of wild hogs with ease, doing it completely on their own terms. Today, let's tag along and see exactly how they pull off this unbelievable feat.
Would you believe me if I told you that down in the muddy swamps of the Deep South, one man caught nearly 300 wild hogs in just 9 months, using a trap he built entirely by himself? Do the math on that. That's more than one wild hog permanently taken out of the local ecosystem every single day. It's a staggering success rate that even massive commercial operations actively envy. He didn't have a massive budget or a factory assembly line. He just had a welder, some scrap metal in his garage, and an unbreakable determination to clear his land. Watching him pull massive sounders out of the brush day after day proves that sometimes a backyard engineer can completely flip the script.
All right. I'm out the way. Clear. 3, 2.
Unlike those expensive factory-built round traps, he built a highly effective square drop trap using an ingenious sleeve-over-post sliding mechanism. This custom design guides the heavy steel panels straight down into the dirt without ever jamming up. And when those mature males realized they were trapped and tried to jump out, he couldn't care less about making his trap look pretty. He grabbed his welder and added heavy-duty steel mesh all around the upper section, what trappers call jump rings. Wild hogs are incredibly athletic, easily capable of clearing standard fences. But this rugged reinforcement completely shuts down the best athletes in the sounder, keeping them securely locked down until morning. Heading west to the rugged brush of Texas, we see a completely different approach to the exact same problem. To stop these incredible jumpers, some local trappers build drop traps with heavy-duty walls reaching over 6.5 feet tall. It's basically a towering steel fortress designed to hold the biggest, most aggressive wild hogs the state has to offer. Down here, everything is bigger, and their custom-built traps are no exception. Instead of relying on a standard low-profile frame, they weld massive freestanding steel structures that create a huge drop zone. This extreme towering height totally eliminates any chance of the hogs jumping over the top, while the wide open entrance makes them feel completely safe right up until the very end. Paired with cellular infrared cameras and remote-controlled latches, the trapper can sit miles away in the dark, watching the whole scene unfold live on a smartphone. Patience is the name of the game here. They quietly watch the screen, patiently waiting for the entire sounder of wild hogs to step comfortably into the drop zone. You can't rush it, because if you drop it too early, half the sounder escapes. But when that final wild hog steps over the bait line, boom, you hit the button. The towering steel trap drops in the blink of an eye, kicking up a massive cloud of dust and securing the whole group at once. It's a high-tech ambush executed with flawless precision. So, have you ever wondered where thousands of wild hogs go after they finally get loaded up onto these heavy-duty trailers? Many of them are safely transported to high-fence preserves or specialized hunting enclosures across the state. But to move these destructive animals legally across county lines, you must hold special permits issued by local wildlife agencies to prevent the spread of disease. This strictly regulated process actually provides a crucial, legitimate income stream for the folks doing the hard work. Selling live wild hogs helps professional trappers cover their massive fuel costs, expensive camera gear, and countless hours of lost sleep, keeping them fully funded in this relentless fight year-round.
You remember me?
Down in the thick swamps of Florida, where moving heavy steel is nearly impossible, many groups have been utilizing a highly effective netting system. It's the pig brig trap, and it is a truly smart, lightweight solution. These setups don't require much monitoring from the trapper at all. The funnel-like net skirt at the bottom takes on the heavy lifting, securing the wild hogs from the very second they root their way inside. It operates continuously all night long without needing a single mechanical trigger or heavy door to go off. That is a practically foolproof concept, allowing wild hogs to easily push their way in while making it absolutely impossible for them to push back out. Building entirely on this continuous catch netting principle, over in Louisiana, a trapper named Bobby took a page out of that playbook and upgraded his own trapdoor to function just like that smart net. But here's the truly fascinating part. Surrounding this flexible door, he creatively repurposed old trap systems to build something completely different. He uses heavy-duty steel mesh panels standing over 5.5 feet tall, heavily reinforced by rock-solid steel eye-posts or carefully linked cattle panels. He essentially took the best of both worlds. He successfully merged the flawless, quiet entry of a soft rooting net with the unbreakable walls of a heavy steel fortress, creating a hybrid trap that easily handles a massive influx of wild hogs every single night. Now, nature does try to help balance the scales out there in the wild. We've all seen incredible footage of coyotes hunting in the dark and taking down young wild hogs. But in reality, that natural predation is just a drop in the bucket compared to their breeding rate. Wildlife biologists report a truly staggering number. Roughly 50% of all wild hog piglets survive to continue their destructive cycle. That survival rate is absolutely off the charts. It happens because a pregnant sow will carefully separate from the main sounder, hiding deep in the brush and nursing her young in absolute isolation until they are tough, fast, and smart enough to safely rejoin the herd. From Louisiana to Texas, these everyday folks are proving that with a little ingenuity and a whole lot of hard work, you can fight back against this invasion. So, which of these backyard engineering marvels impresses you the most? Do you prefer the custom sliding rails, the giant Texas drop traps with their towering steel walls, or the flexible rooting nets that catch them all night long? If you found this video interesting and helpful, please don't hesitate to share it. And drop your thoughts in the comments below so we can all discuss. Thanks for tagging along today, and we'll see you on the next episode of LWT Wildlife.